Today's project is putting some extra lights on the bike. The last time I had it out in the hill country overnight, it was super dark. Even with the LED bulb I put in, I was afraid I couldn't see the sides of the road good enough to see deer getting ready to jump out in front of me. So I've wired the two light pods together. Now I'm going to extend those wires so that I'm just dealing with one wire instead of two for each. And I mounted this switch. Well, probably can't see it, but it is 3-position switch, and it has these 3 wires. There's no instructions. I'm going to open the headlight up, I think, rather than run it to the battery and see. Rather than run it to the battery, I might try to wire it into a light in there that only has power when the key is on. It might be overly complicated, and if I can't figure it out, then I'll probably just run it to the battery. Although, I don't know how any of these are supposed to connect to what, and then what goes to battery. I'm assuming the black wire goes to negative, and these are 2 power. Well, anyway, I guess I'll figure it out. I don't claim to be good at wiring. It's probably the thing I'm worst at. So, extremely likely to mess this up. But here's what I'm thinking. The wires that come from the lights, they have a yellow, a white, and a black. The lights have 2 modes, yellow and white. I guess it corresponds to getting power to those. Makes sense? The black, then, I'm going to run a wire back to the battery, negative terminal. Now, coming from the 3-way switch, I have a green, a black with a white stripe, and a black. So I'm kind of thinking that green will go to yellow, the black with the white stripe will go to this white wire, and the black will go to positive power on the battery. Usually black would be ground negative, but I could run the green to the battery and then make this go into the white and yellow. But I don't know how the switch operates. I don't know which is supposed to be power input for the switch, so I'm just guessing. Okay, when I look in here at the inside of this 3-way switch they provided, this cheap plastic 3-way switch that doesn't fit my handlebar, when it's in the off position, it looks like the black and white, the black wire with the white stripe is at the terminal that's not in contact with anything in the off position. So I'm going to assume that's power supply, and I'll run that one to the battery. Okay, I don't have the lights angled or the wires hidden or anything. Oh, these just fell out. I was about to do this test on camera and these fell out. I'm just trying to stick them in there so I can just test and see if I have this hooked up right. Hold on. Okay, here we go again. So I had to crimp these in. They wouldn't just stay. I was just trying to test it and see. I should. Oh, this came out too. Just gotta make a little connection there. Okay, let's try this again. Uh-oh. What is that a switch problem? Wow, if I push, the lights stay on. Okay, well the white works. The yellow works if I push. They're really cheap. These were like, I don't know, 19 bucks or less, and it came with a 3-way switch. You know, I had some wire just laying around in my little kit with my butt splicers and stuff, so 20 bucks. I got some lights. It seems like it's working, so now I'll try to hide the wires. I did go ahead and install a fuse. I put a 10 amp fuse. I can't imagine those lights draw more than 6 or 7 amps, so that should be plenty. So we'll see. Just wrapping this up with some electrical tape for now, because apparently I'm out of shrinky dinky tubes, and I didn't know it. I prefer to use shrinky dinky tubes. Would you hear something out there, Ender? What is it, buddy boy? Go check. Go check if you think there's something. Go check. But electrical tape will do for testing and to see if I even like these. And I think I'm gonna have to upgrade the switch to a switch that works more consistently. This one works, but I had to mount it onto my brake cable and my throttle cable. Yeah, probably have to upgrade that if I keep these lights. I don't know, I might just buy a light bar and just get rid of all this, but I hate how ugly this is, this big huge thing I had to put on here to mount the light on. And I had to drill a hole through it because it wanted to mount horizontal, but these scatter light in a horizontal plane, so they have to be upright. Anyway, gonna hide everything, tuck all the wires, and give it a test ride. Okay, after all of that, here's what I'm left with. There's the yellow. It's not too bad. I like that it throws the light to the outside. I want to use it to light up the forest as I'm driving by the sides of the road, not the street. I can see the street fine with my headlight, so this might work.